Madeline's Rescue. I think you have this book so you can follow along. Let's turn 2, 3 pages, 4 pages, and we get to the first page of the story. You should be here. In an old house in Paris that was covered with vines lived 12 little girls in 2 straight lines. They left the house at 9:30 in 2 straight lines in rain or shine. The smallest one was Madeline. She was not afraid of mice. She loved winter, snow, and ice. To the tiger in the zoo, Madeline just said poo-poo. Turn the page. And nobody knew so well how to frighten Miss Clavel until the day she slipped and fell. Look at her falling off the bridge. Turn the page. Poor Madeline would now be dead. Oh, they're all trying to rescue her. Next page. But for a dog that kept its head, knew the dog rescuing her, and dragged her safe from a watery grave. From now on, I hope you will listen to me, and here's a cup of chamomile tea. That's supposed to make her feel better. Good night, little girls. I hope you sleep well. Good night, dear Miss Clavel. Miss Clavel turned out the light. After she left, there was a fight about where the dog should sleep that night. Next page. The new pupil was ever so helpful and clever. The dog loved biscuits, milk, and beef, and they named it Genevieve. Next page. She could sing and almost talk and enjoyed the daily walk. Page. Soon the snow began to fly. Inside it was warm and dry, and 6 months passed quickly by. When the 1st of May came near, there was nervousness every year. Wonder why? For on that day there arrived a collection of trustees for the annual inspection. The inspection was most thorough, much to everyone's sorrow. The people in charge of the place where she lives in an orphanage, Madeline does, with all these other children. And the people in charge of that place come through and check it. Tap, tap. Whatever can that be? Tap, tap, come out and let me see. Dear me, it's a dog. Isn't there a rule that says dogs aren't allowed in school? Miss Clavel, get rid of it, please, said the president of the board of trustees. Yes, but the children love her so, said Miss Clavel. Don't make her go. I dare say, said Lord Cuckooface, I mean, it's a perfect disgrace for young ladies to embrace this creature of uncertain race. Off with you, go on, run, scat, go away and don't come back. Oh no, they threw the doggy out. Madeline jumped up on a chair. Lord Cuckooface, she cried, beware. Miss Genevieve, noblest dog in France, you shall have your vengeance. It's no use crying or talking. Let's get dressed and go out walking. The sooner we're ready, the sooner we'll leave. The sooner we'll find Miss Genevieve. Turn the page. They went looking high and low. Next page. and every place a dog might go. In every place they call her name, but no one answered to the same. The gendarme said, "We don't believe we've seen a dog like Genevieve." Gendarmes are policemen in France. Hours after they had started, they came home broken-hearted. "Oh, Genevieve, where can you be? Genevieve, please come back to me." In the middle of the night, Miss Clavel turned on the light and said, "Something is not right." An old street lamp shed its light on Miss Genevieve outside. She was petted, she was fed, and everybody went to bed. Genevieve's back. "Good night, little girls. I hope you sleep well. Good night, dear Miss Clavel." Miss Clavel turned out the light, and again there was a fight, as each little girl cried, "Genevieve is mine tonight." For a second time that night, Miss Clavel turned on her light, and afraid of a disaster, she ran fast and even faster. "If there's one more fight about Genevieve, I'm sorry, but she'll have to leave." That was the end of the riot. Suddenly, everything was quiet. For the third time that night, Miss Clavel turned on the light, and to her surprise, she found that suddenly there was enough hound to go all around. And they all have their own little doggie, because she had puppies. How cute is that?